This is about America. Not the America you learned in school. The America where ordinary people did extraordinary things. Terrible things. And if you are thinking it could never happen in your country, that is exactly the thought that made it happen. Stay with me. Before I explain what happened, understand this. These were not sick people. They were not monsters. They were you. Lawyers, teachers, priests, farmers. They had names. They had families. They went to church. And almost all of them believed they were doing the right thing. That is the most terrifying part of all. Act 1. Slavery era. America becomes a system. In the beginning, slavery was personal, ugly, violent. People knew what it was. But then something changed. Economic systems transformed it into something else. Something administrative. Something respectable. Lawyers wrote law. Banks created mortgages. Priests wrote theology. All to explain how this was necessary. The mechanism is critical. Once it is a system, good people can participate without feeling like villains. A trader does not think of himself as a slave trader. He is a businessman. A legislator does not think of himself as an enslaver. He is protecting property. Responsibility becomes invisible when distributed through an institution. This is the first step. The system arrives. People accept it. Act 2. Westward expansion. The invisible victim. Manifest. Destiny is a story America tells itself. A positive story. A story of progress and freedom. But it required something. It required making the native population invisible, not killing them. Though there was killing. Invisible meant they could be relocated, removed, forgotten. Because if you do not see people, you do not have to think about them. This is crucial. Moral collapse requires not hatred. It requires indifference. It requires the ability to not see. The government sent soldiers. The newspapers celebrated it. The pastors blessed it. And the citizens went about their lives. None of them felt like monsters. They felt like builders. This is the second step. The victims become invisible. Act 3. Jim Crow. The law becomes truth with the 1800s. Something remarkable happened. Cruelty became law, and law made cruelty seem reasonable. Separate but equal. Separate water fountains. Separate schools. Separate entrances. All codified. All legal. All maintained by respectable people. The shopkeeper did not think of himself as cruel. He was following the law. The teacher did not think of herself as complicit. She was doing her job. This is critical. Once something is legal, it becomes normalized. Once it is normalized, good people stop questioning it. And this continued for almost 100 years. 100 years of daily cruelty. 100 years of people telling themselves they were not doing anything wrong. This is the third step. The system becomes law, and law becomes morality. Act 4. Japanese internment. Fear justifies everything. 1841. America was afraid, not without reason. But fear does something to the brain. The president signed an order. Remove Japanese Americans from their homes. Relocate them to camps. Strip them of property. Suspend their rights. And people followed the order. Soldiers rounded up families.
Neighbors did not protest. Citizens supported it. Courts upheld it. Years later, many would say they were just following orders. But that is the misunderstanding. They were not just following orders. They were believers. They believed it was necessary. They believed their country needed them. They believed good people had to make hard choices. Fear provided the permission they needed. Authority provided the structure, and they provided the compliance. This is the fourth step. Fear enters the system, and good people stop being good.
Act 5. The modern era. Cruelty without names. The camps closed. The laws were repealed. America moved forward. And most people stopped thinking about it. But the mechanism remained. The system remained. The ability to normalize cruelty remained. Prison systems, immigration detention, policing practices, medical racism, economic systems that grind certain populations into poverty. These are not called cruelty. They are called policy. They are called procedure. They are called normal. And people participate in them every day. Not with hatred, but with bureaucracy. Not with intent, but with compliance. This is the final understanding. The system does not need monsters. It only needs ordinary people doing their jobs. And that is more terrifying than any villain. So here's the question. The real question. Where is the line in America right now? What system do you participate in that will be seen as monstrous in 50 years? Because history does not judge intent. It judges outcome. And good people become monsters not through malice, but through indifference. The question is not, could it happen to you? The question is it happening right now? Comment below. Tell me, what moment in American history do you think we are currently living in? Which system do you think we will regret? Be honest. I read every comment. I want your real answer. If this made you think, subscribe. I post videos exploring history and psychology every week. Subscribe.